Well, ever since we switched to the 4-2-3-1, our form recently has been through the roof. Hello, welcome to part 15 of the King Power Project, and coming up in today's episode, we do have our Carabao Cup final against Liverpool. Yes, we are in the final. It's only our third season. I'm not anticipating to win it, but that would be nice. And our second match of the episode will be our Premier League fixture against Arsenal. So since the last episode, obviously, as I said in the intro, since we switched to the 4-2-3-1, our form has been absolutely superb, only losing one game since the last episode, and that was a 2-1 defeat against Brighton. But apart from that, our form has been absolutely ridiculous, winning a lot of games, and Europa League has been quite easy, picking up a draw against Hoffenheim, wins against Carabao and AS Roma to secure our spot in the round of 16 in the Europa League, who we face. Shakhtar, I'm not really too fussed about showing you many of the or any of the Europa League knockouts unless we get to the final. I'll obviously show you the final. I'm not too fussed about the knockouts mainly because we are on a time constraint between now and the release of the early access for FN26, which I believe is going to be coming out week commencing the 13th of October. So stay tuned that week. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because I know some of you aren't. I will be paying close attention. So, but apart from that, our form has been absolutely superb. Obviously, we have done a bit of transfer business. We've still got £64 million to spend, so there's always a chance we could do some early summer transfer window business, but I don't think we will do. We have sold three players. Abdullah Seaman joined Al Nassr for 30 million. I think that's a very good bit of business. Signed him for 12, sold him for 30. Yannick Vestergaard has joined Al Jazeera for 4.8 million again. He's getting old. Yes, we did make a profit, but I'm not too fussed about that. And Steffi Maldini has joined Fiorentina for £27 million. That is a very decent profit. Leicester signed him for 6 million. We sold him for 27, so pretty decent profit. Then three players have come in. First up, we signed Benoit Badiashile, French centre back, 3 stars of current ability, 3.5 star potential. Good Premier League player. Could improve slightly. But obviously we signed him from Chelsea for £27 million, so quite cheap. Chelsea have actually made a bit of a loss on him. Then next up, we've got Enzo Sternau. He's a French 18-year-old striker, can play out on the left as well, but preferably he's going to be a striker in the near future. Obviously, only 18, so still very young. 3 stars of current ability, 5-star potential. Decent Premier League player, comes in from RCA, which is Anderlecht, for 25 million. I mean, looking at his value, we have picked him up on the cheap, and I like that. I like that a lot. He's going to be. Is he a wonder? He is a wonder kid. Didn't realize that, but he is. And Diego Lainez is a Mexican left winger, 3.5 stars of current ability. Good Premier League player. He comes in from Tigres for £14 million. But now we're not even at the final. I've come 12 hours too early. We are finally at the final. In due course, we will start the final. But I can't believe I hit record too early. But we'll keep going. The lineup for our match against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. I should probably show you the league table first. We are currently 5th in the Premier League, 6 points behind league leaders Man City. They do have 2 games in hand, so there is a chance if form goes in our way, bearing in mind we still have to face the big 6 Premier League teams in this run-in, we could be in the title fight tomorrow in the next episode. So that should be interesting. So the lineup for this Carabao Cup final will be Erdogan in goal, a back four of Mastoras, KK, Badiashile and Christensen, Martel and Ndidi in the midfield. Then we've got Fataru on the right. Fataru? Seriously? Fine. El Kanuse in the middle. Sternau is not going to play on the left. We'll give Linez a run out on the left. He played quite well in the previous game. Then we've got Esposito up front. So relatively, yeah, it's a bit of a rotated squad for this Carabao Cup final, but it's still a strong starting 11. But let's see. Let's just hope we don't get absolutely annihilated. The back four remains pretty much the same from what we did usually do. Obviously, Mastoras obviously rotates in and out when I decide to play him. Usually in the cup games like this game, but hopefully we can get a win. Obviously, a win here will secure us a spot in European football for next year. But obviously, with the form the way it is, I reckon we're good enough to finish in the top four. Maybe be in the title fight, but that's just a big maybe if our form does carry on the way it is. Obviously, the 6 of our remaining 11 games are against Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Man United, and any of the other top 6 I forgot to mention. And we are 1-0 down to Liverpool, Retegi with the opening goal in this Carabao Cup final, and that is not a great start, but they only made it to 30 minutes before they scored, so not too bad. They've only had one shot on target, which did happen to be that goal. So it's not been a disastrous first half, like I thought it would have been, like with this rotated starting 11. Batishile plays the ball to Kaikai. Ergican, can we get the ball upfield? Perhaps get an equaliser on the stroke of half time. That would be absolutely lovely. Martel, back to Christensen. Come on, let's get the ball upfield. Del Canusi. Linus, he's got players lurking in the middle. He finds Despacito and he puts the ball into the back of the net for his 17th goal of the season. And by the looks of it, we are going to be heading into the halftime break with the scores level at the moment. So that's I'll take a 1-0 at halftime. Really will. I'll take going. I mean, I don't. I know this is. I know extra time's been scrapped in the previous earlier knockout rounds of this competition, but I wonder. I don't know if it goes straight to penalties for the final. It might potentially go to extra time. Hopefully not, because that might be a problem. But we are going to make some subs. Samuel Doze is going to come on for Diego Lino. Fataru is going to make way for Casey McAteer. And I think Wilfred Ndidi makes way for Joe Bellingham, who in recent performances has been actually quite good. He is going to be turning into Jude Bellingham, a very good playmaking midfielder. That's what I'm hoping for. He will be good, better than his brother. Probably not in this save, but definitely will be better than his brother in real life. McAllister has the shot, and that's a very good save from Ergican. Very good save indeed. It is another corner for Liverpool. They're going to do another short corner. McAllister, Jeremy, back to Robertson. Can we get the ball, please? Can we stop them having a shot on goal? That's fine. End of the highlight. We've got 20 minutes left to play of the Carabao Cup final. Still 1-0 at the moment. 15 minutes left to play. I think they will make a substitution. Esposito is going to make way for Sternow, and I think that's probably the only sub we'll do for now. Probably make our final sub. Probably a couple minutes left to play of the second half. Yeah, I think we'll probably end up getting off. We'll get off El Canusi, and I think we'll get on Yunus Musa, because I think if it does go to penalties, I think Musa can definitely take a decent penalty. We've got 7 minutes of additional time. All we need now is a late winning corner, and Ergican just to nod it home, hopefully. But it is going to extra time. That's not what we wanted, especially playing Arsenal in a couple of days time. I think, yeah. Arsenal, I think, is midweek, which is very problematic because our players are going to be absolutely shattered now. Badiashile has got the ball, plays the ball out wide to Adozi. This is looking very positive. That's not a great pass at all. And Chiesa has got the ball for Liverpool, and that is a very bad effort, a very poor shot from the Liverpool left winger. And I think if he hit that with a bit more power and pace and accuracy, I reckon that easily would have gone into the back of the net, but he just absolutely fluffed it up. And Adozi has got the ball. Can just keep on running. Just keep on running, please. Adozi. Now to Mastores. Bellingham. Yeah, Bellingham or Joe, whatever. Musa. Come on. Have a shot. I don't know if it's on target, but it certainly did test Alisson Becker, obviously the Liverpool goalkeeper. And we do have 15 minutes left to play of extra time. Still level on the scoreline. At this rate, it is going to go to penalties. Can we make one more change? We can. I wasn't sure if we could. Right. Who is absolutely shattered? Christensen is going to make way for Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly, final change of the game. Are we going to get a late winning goal? No. No, it's a penalty shootout, but I think we can. I think we can win. I think we can. As long as we score our first 3 penalties, I think we'll be fine. Sterno scores it. Nice and easy. Addison dives the complete opposite direction. Mo Salah steps up for Liverpool's first penalty. What's he do? Puts it into the top left-hand corner. Just doing Mo Salah things as calmly as he does. Bellingham steps up for our second penalty. Come on. He's fluffed up. I don't know if that was. I don't know if that initial penalty was actually going into that top right corner. If it was, it's a good save. McAllister puts it in. We're on the tight ropes here at the moment. Musa, he kind of needs to score this. He does need to score this. If not, we're in big trouble. Oh, he's hit the post. He has hit the post. We weren't expecting to win the Carabao Cup this year, but the fact we got to the final is a massive achievement. Szoboszlai scores it. We are in big trouble here. We need to score both of these, and Liverpool need to miss both of these. That's a very tall order. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to lose in this penalty shootout. McAteer is going to step up. Can he score the penalty? Please, just keep us in the game. He does. That's a brilliant penalty. Straight down the middle. Hard and, well, just very hard to that penalty. Erdogan needs to be a hero for these next 2 penalties. If he's not, that's our cup final done. At least for now. Obviously, there might be a few more cup finals still in the FA Cup. That's a very cheeky penalty from Florian Wirtz. Very cheeky indeed, but unfortunately was not to be today. But yeah, I'm sure we'll be in another cup final. I'm sure we're gonna get to the Europa League final, but obviously I will keep you updated as of when we do play games in that competition. But I don't think we've got any between now and Arsenal. So obviously Arsenal in 4 days' time, our players are going to be absolutely shattered. But hopefully we can come out against Arsenal with a win. The lineup for our match against Arsenal will be Erdogan in goal, a back 4 of Spence, Ogbu, Badiashile and Christensen, Musa and Bellingham in the midfield. Then we've got McAteer on the right, Romsas in the middle, and Dozy on the left. Then we've got Enzo Sternow up front. Come on, lads. Let's hopefully get a decent win or just a decent result against Arsenal. Preferably a win to keep our title dreams sort of alive. I mean, but they would never. I mean, we were never going to be in with a shout with winning the title anyway. But just a win, just to keep our Champions League dreams alive. I think that's probably a better thing to say instead of our title dreams. Because I don't think if we do win the title, it's going to be an absolute fluke. That should have been 1-0, but that's very, very unfortunate that it hit the post and went in straight into the arms of David Raya, the Arsenal goalkeeper. Come on, 10 minutes into the game, I think we have definitely started better off, having one shot. Nearly was in the back of the net, nearly nestled into the top right corner, but hopefully we can get a few more chances on goal before the half-time break. McAteer, Sternow has got the ball now to Spence. McAteer, this is looking very positive. Adozi was at the back post, but didn't quite make it through to him. Spence has got the ball. This is a wonderful run. Sternow, Spence carry on his run into the mid box, and unfortunately his shot was just wide of the goal. I tell you what, we have started very brightly indeed. The Arsenal, not so much. They haven't had a shot yet, but obviously Arsenal are still a very good side. They've still got a lot of good players, and some not so great players such as Ben White. Not really, he's not that great, is he? He can't even make the England squad. Not that he wants to be there anyway. Gabriel has got the ball. Can we perhaps can we put the pressure on? Perhaps get a tackle win? Maybe stop Arsenal from scoring a goal from their first shot, please. Jesus, oh, that's a great piece of defending. Saka has got the ball. Can we get the ball out? We do. And it does go out for a corner ball. I believe that was Arsenal's first shot on goal, obviously it was off target. Martinelli with the ball. Saka, Martinelli looks to whip it across. He does. Rice was at the back post. Jesus must be offside. Surely, ref. Surely that's going to be disallowed. Apparently not. Apparently that's a very good goal, I think. I thought he looked offside, but he must have been a very perfectly tight run. We've got a couple of minutes left to play. Don't think we're going to get the equaliser. We don't, but 1-0 down at half time. I would have preferred it to be 0-0, but I guess it's fine. I mean, I reckon we can create chances, but it's whether or not we can get an equaliser. But we'll see what we can do. We might. That's definitely a penalty. It might be just outside, but I think it's going to be given. No penalty. It was just outside the box. I thought it was just a little bit inside, but thankfully it was that saved our life. That did. Come on, Spence has got the ball now. Robsas, Spence, Robsas again. Come on, let's get the ball into the box. So now with the header, it's the crossbar, and unfortunately he was offside. So even if he did score, it certainly would not have counted. That's very unfortunate. McAteer is going to make way for Fataru. Dozy is also going to make way for Linez. And I think Jet Spence also makes way for Enoch Mastor. That's half an hour left to play. I still believe we can definitely grab an equaliser goal. I don't know if we're going to get the full 3 points today, but at the very least, I think we're good enough to get a goal. I mean, Arsenal haven't been that much better than us, apart from obviously scoring their opportunity they had. But come on, we've got 10 minutes left to play. There's still plenty of time for a twist and turn in this game. If that is almost certainly going to be a penalty. We were lucky. We were fortunate the first time, but we're not going to be this time because that's almost definitely inside the box. Yeah, penalty has been awarded. Who's going to take this? Bukayo Saka steps up for Arsenal. Can make the save? He does dive in the right direction, but couldn't quite get the ball out of the back of the net in time, and it is 2-0 to Arsenal. I think that's very much the 3 points all wrapped up for Arsenal, and we do drop out of the top 6 and down into 7th. We will be dropping down a bit lower than that, I'm fairly sure, because everyone's got a game in hand to us. Some teams too, but that's very problematic. I don't think we're going to win the league this year, but it's always next year. I'm fairly confident. I'm fairly sure next season will probably be our last season in charge of Leicester, I reckon, unless we can get a 5th season done within 2 or 3 episodes, which I don't think is possible. We've had 3 defeats in 4 games. It's not looking great, but I'm fairly. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. If we can win the Europa League this year, that'd be great. Like I said, I'm not going to be playing any of the knockout rounds unless we get to the final. And obviously, I will show you that game. But failing, if we don't make it to the Europa League final, then we'll be coming back for our final Premier League games of the season against Nottingham Forest and Wolves. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Denver Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.